Merry Christmas. Today we are going to tie a Christmas stonefly with an extended body. All right, so first we got a size 10 hook in here. We got some 6/0 line or thread anyways that we're going to tie with. That's olive. All right, so we're going to do some successive wraps down towards the bend of the hook. If you miss one, if it's not completely successive, it's not the end of the world, because I've missed a couple there. So go all the way down to the bend there, right about there, and then come back about 3/4 of the way, right about there. Now I've got some 2mm foam that I've cut into strips, and I've got 4 of them. I've got 2 red and 1 green, 1 white. Once again, Christmas time. 3 loose wraps, and then we start to anchor this guy down. And then we're just going to trim off a little bit of extra that was there and finish wrapping these down. All right, it's wrapped enough. Now we're going to take this and kind of pull it towards ourselves and just start twisting. Makes a really good extended body. And yes, I know it pulls, I'm pulling the air out of this foam, but this thing still floats like nobody's business. I've used this for hoppers. I saw somebody else tying it for hoppers. But I've started tying pretty much all my stonefly patterns with this because I think it looks really sharp. You can change the colors up quite a bit, and it comes out really good. This is a little bit of the tricky part. You're just going to twist this thing. But it's fairly easy once you've practiced it a couple of times. So there's your extended body right there. Now we are going to take and run our thread forward to just behind the eye here. And I want to run these 2 red ones on the outside. And then we're gonna take this green and this white one right down the center. And then we're gonna wrap this back towards the back to where we were. All right. Now we're going to take a piece of 1mm foam that's cut about this width, I don't know, it's about 1 centimeter, and we're going to tie that in right about where you tied the body in. Three loose wraps. And some tight wraps. Trim off that little bit of extra. End up putting it down. Take this and trim it off just about the length of the body. And then I have some glue here. I'm just going to put that on. I'm just going to hold that down top of the body there. Then tie this down a little bit. Next we're going to take some wing material, some, I don't know, sparkle yarn, and we're going to tie that in. And then tie it back. Now we're going to dub the head of this fly green. I'm going to use quite a bit, like you would with any kind of hopper stonefly. I don't know. This noodle's going to end up being 3 inches long, and I bet I put some more in there. Yeah. So, you know, it's still a stonefly, so you want kind of a thick body here. Even more. And even more. The last little bit. Alright, and then we're going to take the thread back to where you tied everything else in. And then I'm going to pull these red legs, because I'm going to use them as legs, so these foam pieces, trying to tie them in a little higher than I started there. So right about there. And then bring back the top too. Kind of makes the head of the fly. And then we can take these two middle guys, we can just snip them off. You also want to take and cut this wing off. The one side I had is about right. Just slightly larger than the tail of the bug. Alright, now we're going to put in some red legs. Some red rubber legs. Keeping on the whole Christmas vibe going. Do 3 loose wraps and then drag one over, leave one on this side. Then we're gonna use some more of this dubbing and dub over those legs. Kind of separates them too. Then we're gonna put a little bit of high vis on this guy. Some high vis parapost, and I am purposely using green. I tend to use orange, but I'm trying to keep in the theme here. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna tie it in just here, just about the same length as the. On the front end towards the front, and then I'm going to trim this back off so it's a little bit shorter than the wing. I don't want to see it. I just want to see it from, I want us to be able to see it from the top, and then take this thread and put it right around the eyelet. Put a couple wraps up there. Pull this out. Inches in here. Don't drop it too hard. That'll open. Now we've got our legs, our back legs. We are going to just trim them just shorter than the body. The front legs, we're going to try to match the length of that back leg. That first one a little bit too long. And then we're going to do that again right about there. Once again, did the same thing. And that's it. You can dress this, but this thing will float. I like to bring that tail back up, and it'll kind of stay up there, or that extended body anyways. Merry Christmas. That's the Christmas colored hopper, or Christmas colored stonefly anyways. Thanks for following me. If you have any questions, or if there's a fly you want to see, leave it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to figure out what you want to tie. Thank you.